Oh my god, finally. Holy crap, that took forever. Let's hope this all works. I'm dedicating to streaming now. So yeah, VR, very cool. And now that's super wiggly. Let's see if I can get rid of this here. World data, 89%. There we go. Okay, let's get into VR and see if that stabilizes up a little bit. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Took way longer than it needed to for what effectively was nothing wrong. And I don't think you can see it when it does it, but my entire VR screen will start shaking. Which I remember it used to do that a lot when I first got this, but it got better. See if moving this a little bit will help that any. A lot of times extra light. I'm looking at a big TV screen, so the big TV screen kind of makes that difficult. Okay, it's getting later, but I don't care. We're going. I wanted to be started an hour ago. Says departure. We're coming up to Paris. I don't know which one. Orly. Looks neat. Yeah, I'll do this one so we fly through Paris tomorrow. I don't want to fly into it yet. And I do want to swing into Zermatt, as this is home of the helicopter that I'm in. Yeah, you're celebrating. Whew. Could have a drink after that, goodness. There we go, all wiggly for me. I don't think we have any pre-flights on this one. I think we're good just to hop in. Shift C puts us in the seat. Get rid of that. Scoot over, forward, up, up, up. Back the tiniest bit. Okay, cool, good enough. Down, off, sick, battery on, fuel pump on, anti-collision lights going. Waiting for these things to give me some sign of life. Cool, looks good to me. Boop. Right into it. Let's get rid of all that stuff out there. Yeah, that was annoying. Holy crap. Okay, so that's all there, looking good. Let's go and start rolling throttle up. Oh, that shake's annoying, but we'll get over it. Okay, Milan Tower Helicopter 420 Foxtrot Whiskey, picking up at the northwest fuel ramp. We'll be departing the area directly to the northwest, no factor. Dino, you came down here. I finally fixed it. Don't worry, bud. We're not going to go without food this week. Whoa, screen wiggly for me there on takeoff. It's been a while since I've been in an 8-star. Okay. We got more power to give, so we're going to take it. More power to take, so we're going to give it. We're going to take it? I don't know. Something like that. I should be able to turn boost pump off. What I kind of want to do is get a screen. I've got my computer hooked up to my television. The television's right in front of me, which you can probably tell from how I'm sitting on the camera angle. But despite that working good, the VR headset I'm using is what's called an inside-out sort of headset, so all of the cameras and sensors and anything on here are what builds my face of location in 3D space. So if there's anything on the TV that it's like looking at as a reference point, as far as like where I'm spatially at, it kind of wiggles me around and adjusts me, and it's no fun. I don't think you guys can see it. In my head, though, it's there and it's drastic. Oh, yes, the vibrator tower. Thank you, Milan. Ladies, don't get too excited looking at this tower. But yeah, so for anybody who cares, I'm going to talk about it now. There was let's start at the beginning of things. This headset, the VR HD, the MetaQuest 3, uses about 30 watts of power. I could plug it directly into the USB-C on my computer. My computer can charge and power this. But all of my computer's USB ports only put out like 5 to 10 watts of power. So this will drain its battery pretty quickly doing anything just plugged into the computer. Although that gives me the best connection to the system. So I'm plugged into a wall. And the wall's giving me the 30, so I can be consistent with this. With that said, I'm also extremely far away from the Wi-Fi router of the house. So the Wi-Fi between here and up there, then up there to here, just isn't the best. There's a lot of latency issues and connection and disconnection and stuff like that at first. So I invested in a thing called a Puppis S1 from a company called Prism XR. And it looks like a little PS5 almost, but it's a USB-C powered... what is that? Weird. A USB-C powered Wi-Fi router that goes or plays an intermediary between... Goodness, this wiggle is bad today. Plays as an intermediary between my PC and the headset. Yeah, that might be what the buffering is every so often. I'll start saying it next time it's doing it. And if it coincides, then that could be it. But anyway, so it acts like a wireless USB-C connection to the headset, kind of, except it uses the headset's Wi-Fi, and I don't know, it's what I have to do to make this work in the best way right now without me having to spend $900 buying a new motherboard and then rebuilding the PC with a motherboard that runs a 30 plus watt external push. What's going on, dude? 5.8 in Japan today? Wow. I want to say I saw something about that because there was, what was it, a 7.1 and a 7.5 in Venezuela. There was a 5.8, another one, or 5.6 in Northern California, I believe. And then, yeah, the one in Japan as well. So it's been a very seismically active time here on planet Earth. There's been a few, like, random planes that have gone over that have shook my house just a little bit. And I'll sit there and, like, absorb it for a second, being like, am I feeling one here? I don't live in an earthquake area, but I know we've got some kind of near my house before, but they're always like there we go, buffer, wiggling, back to normal. Yeah, so we don't get like huge ones here, but they're always like a 1 or a 2, something super small. And it's like, unless you're like 2 miles within 2 miles of epicenter, you're not feeling it. Even then, it's like, okay, cool, like you heard your picture frame on the wall shake a little bit, and that's it. Anyways, yeah. Active times. Be careful, be prepared. All you can do. Got the Alps up in front of us. Later start than I was hoping, but we're good to go. And also I can kind of fix the buffering, because what it is, it's my headset's looking at basically a 50-inch TV in front of it. So when one little point gets off, it adjusts to that point, and then it overcompensates and goes back the other way. So what I can just look down to the side real quick, and that will reset the view real quick. So if you see me snap down like this for no reason, that's what it is. It's me trying to fix the wiggles. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting like a duvet or something that I can mount on the television. Just a teeny bit choppy sometimes. I don't know. Could just be connection. Could be connection issues also. Starlink isn't always perfect. Yeah, also, speaking of earthquakes, so my only experience with earthquakes, personally, when I was in high school, I think there was like a 3-point something that registered near us, and it happened at like 4:30 in the morning. I remember waking up at 4:30 and being like, man, why am I waking up at this time? And like looking at the clock and being like, okay, cool, 4:30. Gotta go back to sleep. And then later at school that day, which this is 20 years ago now, so if my details are different and whatever, I'm not purposefully telling a lie. S.E. Antifa. What a good person. Or Shantifa. Hopefully it's Shantifa. Anyways, yeah, somebody at school was like, oh yeah, there's an earthquake last night. It made one of the trailers in our yard roll down the hill. So apparently they had like a little utility trailer that was parked near a hill, and it wiggled just enough for it to like dislodge from how it was sitting, and it rolled like 10 feet down the hill or something like that. Anyways, that's my only experience feeling an earthquake, and even then I didn't know I was feeling an earthquake. I just knew something woke me up at a weird time of night, and apparently it was justified waking up at that time of night, sort of thing. But yeah, this headset thing made me mad earlier. I had to sit myself down and kind of calm myself, because like it, when I first got this set up, there was a few days. Why is it being so weird today? That's weird. I don't know. For like the first week or so, once I really started streaming, and even once we started doing the around the world thing, because at first when I would stream, I wouldn't do things that long, and I was just plugged into the computer. So we never really worried about endurance with this. It was just kind of a, hey, it works, and I stream for 3 hours or 2 hours or whatever, and we get off the stream and bada bing bada boom, good. No big deal. But now that we do the Around the World series, the episodes went from being 2 hours long to 3.5, 4. And that was no good as far as the battery life on the headset is. Have a good flight, Shantifa. So yeah, that's what made me have to get into doing all this crazy, weird wireless, this and that, and doodad, and I forget where I was going with this. But yeah, oh yeah. So after the teething period of like the first week or two of doing the Around the World series, I've more or less just been able to walk over here, set up my camera here. You loved in Cali? This looks like a decent little area, kind of hilly around this river, not bad. So, yeah, so more or less for the past 50 episodes of this and however many of the other episodes of the other series that I do, and me picking this up recreationally, whenever I just fly myself and not stream, I can more or less just walk over and put the headset on, click start, and start flying. So for this to take me, when did I message you versus when we started streaming? I mean, it took what? Do I have times on here where I can see this? No. Either way, it was at least 30, 45 minutes, right, from when I texted you that we were starting. So for it to be that much of a difference from having to just normally put the headset on to... This is such a cool little area. Look at this. Like mountains in the distance. Obviously, I like mountains a lot. But having these little hill and town areas right here on the river, that's cool. I like that. Okay, mid-north Italy. $11:43. So yeah, it's 30 to 40 minutes worth of me fighting bullshit, turning the computer on, back off again, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. What I eventually had to do, I was trying to check that Wi-Fi intermediary thing that did like a wireless USB for the headset. I tried to open its desktop app to see what settings and whatever were. And for whatever reason, it wouldn't open. It'd be like, hey, it needs permission to run. And then I click give permission because it's my computer. I'm the administrator. And it still wouldn't open. So I deleted it off the computer. And stop wiggling, dang it. So I deleted it off the computer. It's so weird that it's just wiggling so much today. And then re-downloaded the app. And then I ran a diagnostic in the app. And so there's like one thing to fix. I clicked fix and it started working, and it just such a pain though. For it being a year, more than a year, really at this point, more than a year of just being able to pick it up, sit down, put the headset on, bada bing, bada boom, done. And then to go through those teething pains again. And I'm not a tech guy, so on that it's even worse for me, because it's like my extent of knowledge on this is turn it on, press start, and play. Like when it comes to the sim stuff, I have people ask me about sim things. It's like, guys, I'm a pilot. And even then, I'm hardly a pilot. I mean, I'm a licensed pilot in real life, but like, I'm not really a full-time pilot. Like, not a full-time simmer either, even though it kind of is my full-time job at the moment. It's like, yeah, computer things aren't my strong suit. Also, speaking of that, I got some cool news. There's a company called Towog's Hangar, which I've flown their helicopters before. The Trellis one that's in the thumbnail of this episode. The Little Bird. That's really good. The Huey. What else do they have? I think the Little Bird and the Huey are the big ones. And then the 315 Llama as well. They have an Alouette, but it's not my helicopter. I don't care for it that much. I'm sure the model's great. I'm sure they do a good job. It's just not what I'm personally interested in. Look at this little area. I've said this more with Italy than any other place that we've been. Look at this. Italy might be the move, guys. Anyways, 30. I'm a pilot, not a PC technician. Also, we can start the cute little village drinking game now, so sorry guys. When I say cute little, I'm gonna take a shot. But yeah, so Paseo Ranger, they're coming out on the 30th, so a few days from now they're coming out with the Airbus AS365, or the HH65, which is the Dauphine, the quintessential Coast Guard helicopter. And I messaged him the other day, or yesterday, last night. I was like, hey, I've never done this before, but I'm a streamer. I post content, helicopter stuff. I'm a helicopter pilot. I plan on purchasing this no matter what, but if you have an early release version that you're letting anybody review or like build hype for, I would love to be on that list to post a video about it and hopefully get more people to buy it when it comes out. He's like, no, there's no early release, but I'll put you on the press list. Thank you so much, I look forward to getting into it and hopefully getting some more people into it as well. But anyways, he said he added me to the press list, so I'm going to get a copy of this helicopter on whatever thing is. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine paying for it. But I think they're going to give me a free download to play with and review, which is super sick. And so I'd buy it anyways, even if they gave me a press version. It's like, hey, like I want to put it out there. I like what you guys do. You make some really, really great performing helicopter models on here, and I'd love to fly, run, and review it and get you guys some more money so y'all can create more cool helicopters. It's like, selfishly, do I want the helicopter for myself? Yes, but even beyond that level of selfishness, I want them to make more money so they can make me more helicopters. That's the thing. So I think technically this would be my first brand deal. Believe it or not, I actually had a offer for a brand deal like a year ago, which is what? Sean, welcome. About time you guys got here. You missed the last stream too. What in the name of aviation? It's called, we're in an A-Star, which is like the best single engine helicopter in the world. And we're flying into the base of the Alps right here. So you put some respect on it when you're asking questions. Okay, there are way too many power poles going up that. That has to be a ski lift that they're just not modeled correctly. Has to be. Or maybe not even a ski lift, maybe just like a backcountry gondola or something like that. Who knows? Oh, you're on lunch break. But anyways, I was gonna tell it when you and Belen were in here. But yeah, obviously RSVP for the wedding. And I think the story's funny because I was reading it, and at first I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, we got an invitation. which I was hoping for anyway. That I did like sneak photograph your proposal, but like I didn't look at the date, so I just started reading, and it was like, okay, cool, wedding, whatever, be at mass, so Catholic wedding. Don't know how that works, but I guess it's during service or something, or after service. And then I was reading down and it said like costumes are allowed at the reception. And I'm like, costumes are allowed? So then I started like Googling Catholic wedding costumes and stuff like that. I'm completely lost at like what the hell you guys are talking about. And then I looked at the October 31st and I was like, oh, Halloween. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I was so thrown off for a minute. I had no idea what was going on. But you got the cool boss today? Yeah, I was so lost. I was like, man, what is a wedding costume? Do I have to dress up? Also, I'm super interested because it'll be similar, not the same, to an Orthodox type wedding, I assume. I'm assuming it's not a traditional sort of like wedding. I assume it's a, like I said, similar to Orthodoxy, but not the same. So I'm curious to see that, because I think you're going to beat me to getting married in a church fashion like that, unless I really, really step on the gas here right now. As I swing down and pick up a bride-to-be on one of these mountaintops, it's not going to happen before you. But yeah, please feel free to share this timestamp of the video with Belen or tell her about it when you get home tonight, because I thought that was pretty funny. Or if you still want me to text her with the number on the invitation, I will do that. Yeah, I think I need to get a blackout curtain or something for this, and I'll print a couple of rod holders and stuff. Oh, also, you would like the 3D print thing that I did. Nothing crazy, just a neat little thing that I made. It's a full-on mass service and all that. I actually have to pick out readings. Oh, interesting. Well, it's cool. So you'll make me get to visit a mass, and I'll make you have to visit an Orthodox service. So, potato. Don't you dare start wiggling on me while I'm flying close to mountains like this. There we go. We get in the snowy part. I don't want to have to fly the rest of this in 2D, but I will if we have to. Oh wait, my microphone's set up in this too. Video player, no. Web, no. No. Wait, can you guys still hear me? I don't know. Can you guys still hear me? I see the mic thing picking up, but I'm not getting VR. No, you can still hear me. Sick. Okay, cool. Anyways, fighting it. Fix updating firmware. Confirm, so y'all might lose voice here for a bit, but maybe it's a firmware thing. Don't know why it didn't pick up on that earlier. Let's look at the lights over here. This is so annoying. Like, why do I need to update firmware and software and all that stuff if it's been working good for a year? Just keep me on the version that worked. Berlin, hey. Okay, I was telling Sean, which I'm gonna keep my volume on here so I can hear. So yeah, I read your guys' wedding invitation, and I was like, okay, cool, we get to go to a full mass. And then I was reading through, and it said costumes allowed at the reception. And I'm thinking, I'm like, what sort of costume exists at a reception that's not allowed at the wedding? Like, and so I was like researching Catholic wedding costumes, and I couldn't figure anything out. And then I looked at the date, and I realized that it was on Halloween. So yeah, I now understand what the costume thing is. But anyways, this is an official RSVP, unless you need me to text you. But yeah, so that's a funny story. Loading. Maybe that's voice pack. And dress up as a Catholic. Okay. Okay, it's fixing, so what I'm going to try to do here is add cancel properties Insta360. Okay, so I should sound a little bit more faint now, but that's just part of it. No longer using my headset. Gonna take that off for the time being. We're gonna fly in 2D some, and we'll come back and check this in a bit. Make sure that my headset gonna take that off. So yeah, that's annoying, but okay, so we're here in non-VR, sadly. Oh, I wish I could pop that out. What direction do I need to head? Not what I'm doing now. Cool, whatever. Okay, yep, so anyways, welcome to non-VR flying. I don't get to look around, but we're letting whatever the hell's wrong with the headset maybe resolve itself. It looks like I still can see the GPS, the Garmin down there in the center console, so that's cool. But yeah, super annoying that it's now messing up because we've got 3 days to fix that now. Before the that other helicopter comes out. And I want to have my VR working for that, obviously. It does feel nice not having a VR headset on, but I really wish I was able to look around it so much better. Especially when we start going in for a landing and stuff, it's so much nicer. It's so much of a better way to feel how close you are getting to the ground. The depth perception's way better. But we will persevere since the stream's already started. I'm not going to stop 45 minutes into it just because the VR decided to poop itself out. We got a lot more power we can steal from here. And if we're making it to Paris tonight, we gotta push. Which, I mean, once we're out of the Alps, you know, it's not a whole bunch, it's just flying over farmland, so not that big of a deal. And we'll be out of the Alps before it gets dark, so it's not that big of a thing. Also, speaking of Tog's Hangar, I was chatting on one of their things, and they were talking about failures or something like that, because in Flight Sim 2020, this is 2024, there was a mode where you could set failures to happen at random times or at certain times in your flight, so you could be like working patterns and then have like a fuel pump issue and have to fix that or do an auto rotation or whatever. And it wouldn't be like, okay, cool, setting up for an auto rotation in 3, 2, 1. Anyways, I was flying one of theirs one time, and it wasn't on stream. I think it was just me existing as I exist. And went to go land, and I had like no pedal authority. Like left, right pedal didn't matter. And apparently they say like usually if you start flying and you have a door open, the door will blow itself shut. But if you leave the pilot door open, the door will come off and hit the tail rotor and you'll lose tail rotor. So they build failures in. Did my mic go? I'm yapping the whole time. Okay. Did my mic go? There we go, now the mic's back. I'm yapping the whole time. Weird. Yeah, I was talking the whole time there. Don't know why it stopped. So that's strange. I don't know. Weird shit. Everything's against me today. I will prevail though. We will make it to Petty. Hey, it's not just a peak, it's kind of like a glacial area. Nice. Yeah, I was saying I set my controller down. I must have clicked on the pilot door somewhere somehow and I lost me tail rotor. So now I'm going to start trying to do that for fun because landing without a tail rotor is a challenge. Let's see what our distance is. We're getting close. Zermatt's up here. We're going to get on the ground here at Zermatt. And see if my headset's working. If it is, cool. If not, no big deal. We will continue. We're at 10,000 feet going down now, so. There you go. You're unusable. Low RPM, you're good. So we got a lot more altitude to kill off. Yeah, get back to cutting fabric. It ain't gonna cut itself. Here's Matterhorn off to the left for anybody interested. Which we'll turn around and look at that here in a second. I'm just trying to come up the valley the correct way. Pretty sure that's Matterhorn. I'll click G. We'll put our little things on for a second. So there's the helipad that we're going to. I want to make sure that's Matterhorn that we're seeing. I believe it is. No, it's not going to show it to us. Fine. So I know it's over here somewhere. I'm going to turn this on just because I can't see. This will give me a better visual reference since I don't have my virtual reality running at the second. Bye, Milan. Yeah, go do corporate things. Circle back to it and we'll synergize and figure something out. Great job modeling the helipad here, guys. So we'll get up and land closer to the building. More flat. Okay, let's see if I can get headset working again. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's still fighting for its right to party, so more 2D flying. Can't wait. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, it looks like it's still fighting. Which is weird because it's partially connected. Reach requirements. The purpose is still updating. Yeah. Okay. We continue. Full on fuel. Make sure I'm still hearable. And we'll be off. Okay, let's go. So annoying. Also, I'm wiggly. I'm blaming it on not being in VR because it's really a completely different sort of experience. I have no idea how tall this mountain that we're just shoveling ourselves over here is. Up and away, let's go. Get some forward, that'll help our climb. Man, it's super annoying because I want to do the best I can to, and that helicopter will do itself justice by any means. But yeah, I want to do good for it, you know. Cool. Onward we push. There's something weird about the mountains here for me. It's like when you see one mountain and you get in and you start to understand the scale of it or whatever. It's like, okay, cool, big piece of ground. But when you have big mountain, then it's just everything in the middle of this bowl is also filled in. It puts in perspective, like, cool, there's a lot of ground here. There's a lot of plate that got shoved upward here with whatever level of tectonics was going on. Let's see. Hey guys, welcome in. Sorry it's not in VR. That system decided to not work today, so we're in 2D. Since VR is not working, we'll turn that off. Man, we really climbed from like 5 to 11,000 feet there in just a couple of minutes. Of course, this thing can go way higher as well, but different story. And just like that, we're basically over the Alps. Still a whole bunch of smaller Alps, sub-Alps, little Alps. But now we're just going to bank some of the speed that we have on our little bit of a descent and try to hold that during the level off. So 140 knots is good. Rabbit is good, rabbit is wise. I mean, there's still a lot of Alp left, obviously, look at that, but like the big Alp was what was behind us there, so. But yeah, as soon as we get to landing or whatever later, I will be working on this headset non-stop until it's fixed. Because this is still cool. Flying in 2D is neat, you know, just on the screen, but the VR makes it so much better. Pedal, keep us in trim. Also, usually I kind of talk quiet during a lot of this, which I'm realizing I can't now that I'm using the microphone up here because the headset's doing its thing. Cool little lake. It'd be cool to scuba dive on an elevated lake. I know that's an entirely different thing because you're at an altitude already and it makes all of your calculations more complicated. Also, we should be able to non-stop from here to Paris. But once we get out of the hills here, I may stop again to see if the headset's solved anything. But we'll just fly until we're out of the mountains at least. You're just being nice to me, Valeska. It's okay. Just like that, basically out of the snowy area. I wonder if up here it's just at the right altitude. in 20 minutes. We'll see. This on the hill over here. Usually I wouldn't care, but I'm kind of interested since I can see it from so far off. At our like 1 o'clock there, looks like a square building up on this hill. That's definitely a detail that's not seen with VR. Also, I don't know if we're considered in French yet. Francais? Don't know. I don't know where the line is. Either way. Or Switzerland, sorry. I think we're in Switzerland. Pretty sure we're way out. Because, well, Zermatt's in Swiss, so. But I don't know when we get out of Switzerland. Is this like a chalet or something? Not a chalet, looks like it might be a ski resort, or like a ski lift or something, because there's a line going down. Okay, so coming out of this radial, out of wherever, these little mountains here, this is where we're at here on the map. I don't know. Give me a thing here, yeah. But it doesn't say what it is, of course. Yeah, it's, oh, the ski lift moves. That's cool. Remember this spot. We'll come back to this. Actually, we'll do it now. Yeah, I know you got some rotor RPM. Shut up. You did it to yourself. I have to be careful because I can't see the line really. And I'm sure they're modeling things on it that the line probably has collision then. Does it smell like brie? Not yet. Okay, so the things move, but they just kind of like move out, because I guess they assume people aren't going to be hovering and stuff around here. Little swinging bridge coming over here. It's got a lift going down. What a wild place. Okay, anyways. We'll come back and look at that when we're not around the worlding. Is brie the only cheese that France is good at? But bleu cheese would be their go-to. I wonder if I can do this. Okay, it looks like the firmware was updated. So yeah, we'll try to land once we get clear of the hills up here. No, I'll leave that up for a moment. And we'll pick a place next to this lake up here and we'll touch down. Actually, we gotta go more this way. We'll stay online. No detours. We only have an hour and a half of sun left. Hello, V&E. Let's slow down a little bit. Never been to Europe. I'd kind of like to go to explore stuff before it's too late, you know. I feel like most of the problems are definitely in the big cities, which you could say is the same thing for a lot of America as well. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of small to set down. We'll pick a field down here. Bet vacationing is not cheap out here. I don't know, also it feels like there's so many places like this in this area, where it's not like it's the only vacation spot and they can charge whatever they want to for it. But also, with there being so many of them, I feel like they could charge more and really upscale themselves. So it's a two-sided blade there as far as what it could be. Plenty to choose from. You know, make it cheap. Get more of the cheap people in, but then you get cheap people in. Dino, welcome back in. We're going to pick the field here on the top of this little mountain. This little meadow. I know, Dino, I see you, buddy. Super sweet boy. Yeah, I know, rotor speed slightly high. Also trying to slow down at more than a quarter mile an hour. Dino, I see you, buddy. You got hair right there. We are a dog, so that happens. Silence. There you go. So hard to do without VR. Because I'm stuck to looking in the same direction. Okay, let's see if this works for us. Okay, let's try it. Purple screen, purple screen. That was the issue before. That's good. Come on. Give me my eyes back. And it's not going to work. Quit. Okay, so that's on the wrong one. Okay. Forget. New network. Okay, let's try that. Because it can't connect to my SpaceX Starlink. It has to connect to my side hub over here. Connected, 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 ready for streaming. Name. Maybe. No. Okay, cool. Can't waste all day on this. Okay. That up. So annoying. else would be messing with us. Let's go ahead and look at while we're here. RSSI, don't know what that means. Okay, something else to look at. Let's see what we're looking at here. We're doing 120 knots average. We can get a petty. Direct to 227, hour and a half worth of time. Onward. Nah, you had to do actual work? I think this is another line of hills up here. I don't think it's too deep. Of course, none of them are that big. I think once we get to the other side of that, I'm going to do a hop out and pee in one of these farmers' fields sort of breaks. And when I get back, we'll check the headset one more time. You got the place to yourself now. Oh, great. .152 knots. We are doing our best to cruise as fast as we possibly can. Any little airports up here? No, just towns. Okay, got it pretty well balanced here. We're staying around V&E 152, 153, more or less leveled off, and an altitude, maybe a slight climb. I'm pushed all the way forward on the cyclic, so really, as long as I'm just steering with little left and little right movements, we're doing just about as good as we possibly can. So there we go, we're porpoising down a little bit. We're going to get some speed up, and then it'll porpoise us up just a little bit, which I'm okay with because I'm not necessarily fighting it. I added a little bit of up there because I'd rather not pass B&E because now we're down to 148. See what we get on this little down slope that we're taking up. I don't know, 151. Not bad. The porpoises are getting bigger, no fun. Have to be more delicate balancing. Kind of little mountain stripes all the way through. Don't want to show door. I think we'll find a spot next to this river up here to set down and pee in the water. Start losing some altitude here. Opening and closing shifts. I would say take a vacation, but you took a big vacation the other week, so. I still got a P-spot, this lighter colored grass. With how much I got in me, we're going to kill it off even faster when it's already dying. Yeah, exactly. Your whole big road trippy vacation thing. Actually, let's go by the river. Let's see. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Guess who's back and putting his jumpsuit back on? You come to watch some, Dino? Did you come to watch me play some? You come to watch me play? Okay, let's do it. Let's see one more time if we have a working headset or not. Let's see. Actually, we're in a pretty good spot right here. I might be able to just do a... So we just go straight to PC now. So we can see if it's an Airlink thing. So I just plug the headset straight into the PC. Yeah, my headset's been connected. So yeah, I think this is a meta thing. I don't think it's a Prism thing. That's so dumb. Quit. Okay. Yeah, because I just plug directly into the PC, which usually can't do because of the battery life and usage and power and blah, 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 whatever. Plugging straight in, I should just be able to go and click in. That is a problem for future Matt. $196 miles, don't think we're going to make it by dark. So even though I really wanted to make it to Paris, I think we might try to find a closer airport like this one here. LFSD, whatever that is. Land while it's light, call it good, and then I'll dive into figuring out why my accessories are despising me today. Direct to 54 nautical miles, 150 miles an hour. Cool, so we're diverting to LFSD. So crazy work that I can't make that smaller. So I'm going LFSD. Yep. This means next episode we'll just go all the way to England. We'll swing through Paris, jump the channel. Bada bing, bada boom. That'll make it easy. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's see what I'm doing. LS. Yeah. That's what it is, right? LSFD? Or is it LFSD? LFSD. Oh, dang it. You hold it. But luckily, we're at a place now to where I don't have to hold it. Or I pee beforehand, or I don't drink as much. Okay, all the GPS work's done. We'll lose some altitude, scud the ground, easy peasy. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all of the MetaQuest stuff off of the computer. I'm going to factory reset the headset again and see if that allows a connection. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you hanging out the side and pee that way. Or we'll go hover over a lake or something like that, or a river. You can just squat on the skid. A pregnant lady. Wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Not my baby, I swear. Tell that to the bladder. Listen here, bladder. You're just being a baby, not having one. Hold it. Take a drink, guys. This is a cute little valley. You making fun of me hydrating? Because I have a grown person bladder? Oh, you're drinking for the town. Okay, yeah. The cute little town we passed. I'll say what though, these sunsets look way better not using the VR resolution, actually having the full 4K resolution, running the high settings and everything. This looks way better. Also, this helicopter is from here, France. That's fun, I guess. Welcome home, helicopter. Even though you didn't go far, since you're a Swiss-based operator, or at least for the livery that we're using here. It's 28 miles. Oh, this is straight force. There's nothing here. I don't want to be like, you know what's funny? People have probably gotten lost in these woods, but like, you know, somebody's like wandered around and got lost. And for the European mind, it's just like, oh my god, there's no way out, it's so big, but like people have backyards this big in America. Just walk in a straight line, you'll hit a road or something, trust me. Oh. A church or something up here on the top of this hill. Fly by whatever this point is over here on this right side of the tower. See, this is where having VR would come in handy, because I can turn my head and look at this better as we pass without losing speed. Yeah, very cool church. definitely dangerous doing this without VR. A lot less situational awareness around me. Should be about 10 miles away now. 13 miles. LFSD Tower, helicopter 420 Foxtrot Whiskey, 13 miles to the southeast inbound direct ramp. Information Bravo. Oh, what do you know? We're cleared to enter the airspace and we're clear to go direct to ramp. Wild. Thank you, Tower. Okay, let's see what this place looks like. We're going to the north side of the field, I believe. I think it's blurred out because it's a military base. That's funny. The satellite imagery there sucks. You can see how it's... I'm having no problem loading this. It's just... It's a mill base, so it's kind of crap. So we'll be landing over here somewhere. We've got permission from the French government to land at their silly little military base. It's like one of those toy make-believe ones, like the toddler hands you a toy phone and you're like, oh, thank you, very serious call here. That's foreign militaries to me. Oh, look at you, you got your little military base. You put your tanks on there and your weapons, and you walk your little drills. Ha. A lot of farmland. Miles up. It should be up here. I'm not going to say field in sight because I don't have that for sure. It's in sight, I just don't know where in my sight. Yeah, it'll let me land there. If not, we'll land in the town. Might be a control tower in front of us. So here's something that sucks, since I can't see out the right side without moving my mouse and taking hands off controls a whole bunch. It makes approaches suck. So I'm pretty sure kind of turning a final here. Yeah, I think that's the runway there. Yeah, it's one of them. We'll take here, direct to ramp, collect them down, slowly start bringing ourselves down in speed. Haven't been shot down yet, so that's good news. I'm not going to worry about parking anywhere too in particular. I'm just going to grab a slot right over here. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here today. A typical sort of day, that's for sure. Yep, usually we're in VR and everything works, but today the VR has decided to self-destruct, so I'll be factory resetting all that stuff. Hopefully that won't be an issue in the future. Wow, that doesn't work now? Okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, so that's it for the episode today. I'm going to get into the mode of repairing everything, because now that we are here at LFSD, it's military Longvik Air Base. Next stop, Paris, and we're going to end up in London, or something. Maybe the Top Gear track, it's like around here or something. Dunsfold. Anyways, we'll end up somewhere up here next stream. But until then, thank you everybody for watching, and